I don't feel like it. I do not feel like making this video right now. I do not feel very good. But I know that it's something that I need to get done. It's something in my to-do list that has to be done. That's something I know in my heart that it has to be done. It's something that must be done. If you look at your day-to-day life and you look at your to-do list and you look at the things that you know you should be doing and you don't do them, you won't feel good about yourself. So I wouldn't feel good about myself if I didn't make this video right now. I wouldn't feel good about myself if I cheated on my diet. I wouldn't feel good about myself if I knew I was supposed to do something and I didn't do it. And that's going to be the same for you. Doing things you know you're supposed to do and not doing them is going to lead to a lack of confidence. And that lack of confidence will lead you to a life that you do not want to live. And nobody wants that. So you have to do the things that you don't want to do and do them consistently. And keep the discipline with those tasks up consistently. And that way the results are going to come in your life. You know, I was thinking this as I just went on my walk of that, like, if you just keep the discipline up and you keep the work up, God will reward you in the end with the work that you put in. But if you don't work, if you don't put in the work, if you don't do things that are productive, you're not going to get rewarded for anything in your life. It all comes down to work. Everything in life, everything, and this is another thought I had last night. Everything in life comes down to work ethic. The people who are ahead of you worked harder than you did. And some people may disagree, oh, they didn't work that hard, it was all genetics, they were hand-me-downs. Those are exceptions, but most of the people who've got to the point they wanted in their life have worked extremely hard to get there. They've worked extremely hard to get to the position they are in their life. And I'm sure they didn't feel like it a lot of times. I'm sure actually majority of those times they did not feel like it. They didn't feel like doing it a lot of those times. But they continued to do it. And they stayed doing it. And then sooner or later, they prospered. They shot off. And that's the thing with success is what I've noticed is it's not just going to be this steep hill like this. It's going to go like this, and then it's going to dip straight up. And that's what I've noticed. I've seen it happen, and I've seen it for myself happen. You're just here, and then it just shoots up. And that's how it works. And it just comes with the consistency and the discipline every day. Doing what you're supposed to do, whether you feel like it or not. Like I said, I do not feel like making this video right now. I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like doing this at all right now, actually. Got 4 hours of sleep last night, not feeling good. But it was something that I knew I needed to have to do in order to feel good about myself, in order to feel like I actually did something productive. Because that's really what life is either you're doing something productive or you're doing something not productive. And I always want to make my day as productive as possible, doing as much things as I can to, help as many people as possible and to help myself as much as possible, to show a good example of what it takes, following the examples of others ahead of me on what it takes to be successful. And that's what I do every day. And, a lot of times, like in this video, you're not going to feel like it. You're not going to feel like doing it. But you have to do it. And you have to push through. It just takes that extra push. You could probably even hear it in my voice right now of how different I may sound in this video compared to others. You just have to push further. You have to push more than what you normally would push. It's going to be difficult. But success is not for everybody. You have to actually dig deep within yourself and ask, do I actually really want this that bad? Or do I not want it that bad? Really, that's it. That's all it is. Either you want it that bad or you don't want it that bad. And if you really want it that bad, you'll be disciplined and you'll do it. If you don't want it that bad, you're going to let it slide. and you're not going to accomplish anything. Know which category you're in, and I hope it's the other one. I hope it's the one you know I hope it is. So that way you can do things when you don't feel like doing them. You're disciplined. Even though you don't feel like it, you can be disciplined and do the tasks that need to be done. That's the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.